Hey everyone, Danny Freestyle here with Dad Nick Salas. We're at Movement Art Jiu-Jitsu, and today we're going to be going over a really cool feed to the back, utilizing the matrix position that I love to use. So let's check this out. A lot of times when we attach to an ankle lock on our opponent, a common thing that they'll do is before you start to lock it up, they'll start turning their knee line in. Now this exposes a nice outside heel hook that we can start to attack. However, they're kind of preemptively trying to heel slip, and I feel like their knee line is a little bit low. So instead of catching their knee line, what we're gonna look to do is as their knee line is pulled out, we're gonna insert the matrix hook. Now something that happens here is as soon as I start to go and do this, they'll start to extend their leg and they're gonna kind of heel slip, or if they see me going for the matrix, but I don't have a good structure, when they start to extend this leg, my leg is kind of gooey in this way, and I can't really bend the leg, and it's kind of really annoying. Then they'll tend to drag it and problems can happen. So one way that we like to prevent this is as soon as he starts slipping is I scoot my hips in. This foot here, I'm stepping on the back leg, and as soon as I go to this position, before I insert this leg, I use a hand to wedge under my leg and my elbow to frame my opponent's knee down. At this moment, I put my chest over top of that foot, and it makes it super difficult now for him to extend his leg. However, he can roll that way, but if he rolls this way at any moment, he gives me his back for free, so not a problem if he goes that way. All right, so now I can insert my leg and I put my foot on my other foot like so, and I don't have it flared out like this where I might have some knee issues if he does flex on it. My knee can bend the wrong way. I close my knee in so that I have this shape right here, so that when he goes to press, it's like my structure is very strong and it's still in alignment. And I don't need to be flexible for this. That's the best part. So 1, 2, just like this. And now from this situation here, he's probably going to be trying to block me getting to his hips. So if he frames on this side of my shoulder, I just swipe that puppy out of the way and I can collect the hips. If he frames on this side, I can bump it by as well, but now I can get like a cool arm saddle feed where I bump and I can go to the arm and I can attack the upper body, which would be super cool. But in this moment, he's savvy to it. He rips his arm out and gives us the hip anyway. As soon as I collect the hip, I'm going to be on the far hip bone, stacking my hands. I connect my chest and my head to his back, and I'm going to kick this leg out behind me as I build my base. Here, and I slide around. Now, we can see that there's a little space right here. So what I'm going to do is slide my knee into that space, and I'm going to raise my hips above his hips and my head above my opponent's head. Knee comes in, hook comes in, pull him to the far side where I have the underhook, and here we are now, okay? So one more time, where I have the ankle lock, he turns, I catch, I hook, I deal with this hand, swiping it this way, I bump an arm saddle this way, and I catch the hips. Now, if he doesn't stay up like this, exposing his back, we can go to a secondary option, where as I start to come up, he puts his back on the mat. At this moment, I'm gonna just look through this gap between my knee and his butt, and I'm gonna roll through that space. Now, my hips are gonna go up in the air, and I'm gonna keep them there, all the way up like this, and I'm gonna keep my hips up in the air as I use my hand to frame my opponent's hips up like so. Now, as I frame them up, I can drop him into my lap, place the hook, and we're free to roll to the other side again. Lifting, punching that underhook, and I can catch the back on the other side.